Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's well. Thank you for your encouragement and your kind words to me, especially the community of Eritrea, the Fananas. I thank you for your encouragement. The reason why I started recording is because I wrote this speech a couple of months ago, and when I read it out to my mum today, she was very impressed, and she asked me if I could publish this to YouTube. And then I decided, okay, I will. And then we decided to do this. So I first started to write the speech when our teacher asked us to write a debate where 6 people were involved, and then there's 3 people for the statement, and there's 3 people against. And that statement was, should we welcome the coming of genome editing, where genome editing is where we modify our body, our DNA, to become different people. And therefore, I wrote this speech to support why we should be against the statement, and I'll read it out to you now so that you can learn something of it. It is unethical to use genome editing because God has created us in his own unique image, quoted from Genesis. By editing our genes, you're transforming yourself to be further and further away from God's intended image. This would mean that you're rejecting God's work that he has set up for you. The opposition may say that not all people are religious, but moral beliefs are still at play. Even atheists have to believe that letting scientists tamper with their own bodies with technology they have just discovered is not good. Using genetic manipulation to develop means of warfare is a direct affront to Christian values of peace and life. As quoted in Revelations chapter 11 verse 8, it is morally unacceptable to abuse God's creation by changing life forms into weapons of destruction. This quote is against using genetic mutation for giving super strength or wings to give you aid in fighting. In the Quran, it teaches that human life is sacred and a gift from Allah, and not to be abused. According to Islam, Allah plans each individual life and chooses each person's gender before birth. These views about gender have an impact on selection, which is involved in some genetic engineering processes. This gives the same sort of idea as the Bible. This tells us that the vast majority of the Earth's population are prohibited from genome editing, not to mention all the smaller religions who prohibit this. In conclusion, we propose that humanity as a whole should reject the advent of genome editing, as it has the potential to cause more harm than good, with the testing on animals that can violate their rights and deform them. By editing the foundation of our existence, not only are we affecting ourselves, we can also affect the next generation. Who knows what sort of genes we can pass on to our future children? People with missing limbs, people with horns on their heads. Therefore, it is massively better not to experiment with genome editing and not ever use it. This is a speech that supported my point, and I hope you have learnt something from it, and why we should never use it, and how devilish it looks to be against our God and modify our own body, a body that we have been born with, and used it to such repulsive means. I hope you've learnt something from it, and I hope you like, subscribe and share it. Thank you.